Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Chase. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Back to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the big fella.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got enough space. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hopkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The give to the tailback. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The short hands, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Punts it out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Newton. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got...
Picked off! What a play to set him up!
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Newton. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Setting up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to throw. It's Stroud. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Barkley. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hopkins. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
We are just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Stroud. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Newton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Chase. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barkley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Stroud. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Hopkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hopkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Stroud. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Power ahead. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Big fella moving. A late-game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.